2 is testing potential zeros. So what you're going to do is use synthetic division, find your f of k, that means you're plugging in an x, and f of k basically means that you're looking for y value. So right here, this is the y value. So you plug in some x and you're looking for y value. So what you're looking for is that y value to be 0. So that remainder would be 0. And if by plugging in this x, right, this is just an x value, and you get a 0 for your f of x, meaning you get a point, you plugged in some number for your x and you got a 0 out, that means you have a 0. Okay, that means you have a root or a solution, or you found a solution to the equation of your polynomial. Okay, so when you plug in an x and you get a 0 as your y value, that means you found a root, a solution, a 0. All those words are interchangeable, and it solves your equation for your polynomial. All right, so let me go ahead and do a quick example right here. So here we want to decide if k is a 0 of f of x, meaning when I plug in this k, it's just an x value, I get a 0 as my remainder, right? So list my coefficients, starting with degree of 3, so 1, degree of 2, degree of 1, degree of 0, my constant, right? 0 always goes here. This is where my k is going to go, so 1. And so I plug it in. So then you go and throw it through, add these two, 1, then multiply, right? Multiply is 1, add these, you get negative 3, multiply, negative 3. Sometimes you're making mistakes, it's just in your adding of negatives and stuff. 6, 6, we get 0, so that's good. So because I got a 0 here, that means that I have a point 1, 0, which means that k equals 1 or x equals 1, doesn't matter, that k is just an x value, is a solution to the equation of f of x, which means it's the same thing as a root. You could say it's a root, it's a 0, it's a solution, it's an x-intercept, right? All those words are interchangeable. Okay, so that's how you find out if it's 0 or not. Sometimes when you divide, if you divide by a linear, right? Here, this is not your k, so you have to set this equal to 0 and solve. So x equals 1, that would be it. And then going backwards, right, if I want to know what divides this evenly, then I subtract this, and I get x minus 1 equals 0. That means I could divide this polynomial right here by x minus 1, and it would divide in evenly. Okay? All right, that's it for 3.3.